everyone. We are working on practice sheet 34. Number 1 says, if the spinner shown is spun 200 times, how many times do you predict the spinner would land on an even number? Okay, so you're going to do this, but I will let you know this would be a proportion number. Predict, expect, scale, or a ratio usually tells us to do a proportion. I will also tell you, remember TWO, total whole original, all this information right here should come from the spinner. All of this should come from the spinner. Then over here is our extra number. Number 2 says, find the mean, median, mode, and range of the numbers. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to list our numbers vertically. Okay, so you're going to do that. I'm just getting you started here. 22. Go to the next number, 37. And you're going to list them all, least to greatest. Okay? Mean, remember MAD. Your mean teacher is MAD. You're going to add all the numbers and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So add these numbers. Feel free to check with me when you get your sum, and then you can divide. Median, middle. Look at your ordered numbers. What number is in the middle? There's one number that's right in the middle. That's your median. Mode is the one that repeats the most often. It's not necessarily the biggest, the one that repeats the most. Remember on a dot plot? The one that has the most dots. And then we have range. Range is your biggest number minus your smallest number. So this problem is worth 4. Okay, number 3. Miss Walker has 7 chocolate candies, 5 Jolly Ranchers, and 3 Starbursts. Oh, I think there is missing an R there that I'm going to put in her candy jar. 2 students earn a reward and each gets a piece of candy to keep. Each student randomly picks a piece of candy from the jar. What is the probability that the first student will get a chocolate and the second student will get a Starburst? Okay, so probability, and we're doing 2 things. So this is E1, E2. Okay, so hopefully you remember the first thing you need to do is find the total. Okay, remember your total will go on bottom. I will give you a hint that the first fraction will not simplify, but when you get to the second fraction, there will be a relationship. You cannot simplify, but there will be a relationship with the fractions. Okay? Number 4, what is the area of the trapezoid? We've been working on this. Use your formula chart. Number 5, what is the circumference of a circle that has a radius of, I should have just said what is the circumference of the circle. We have a radius of 4.8. I'm going to rephrase this question. Number 6, solve and graph the inequality. First thing, hopefully you can tell, this is going to flip, right? So I'm going to let you solve this. Hopefully you know minus 11 first, but then you do times -3 times -3, okay? Use this to help you graph this. By the way, this will be an open circle, so make sure whatever you use is not one of these, okay? And then we have number 8. Find the volume. So we're using the 5V method, okay? Skip some room there, okay. So what I will show you is, you see how these are double marked? That means these are the same thing. This is a 6. So we call this an equilateral triangle, okay? So this is a triangular prism. Use your formula chart. Use your formula chart to find the volume.